G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, as the title suggests, today I'm going to compare the two buggies here in front of me, the very popular 144001 from WLtoys, alongside the new arrival, which is the Bonzai RC Jabatus 141600. Now, main reason for this video is that these two buggies are very similar in price. There's not that much dollars between them, so I want to see which one is worth your money more than the other. Now, I do like the styling of the Jabatus. I like the rear wing design and also the body design as well. Probably a little bit more than the WLtoys. You can see here that the wheelbase is exactly the same, okay? And while the WLtoys is packed full of aluminum parts from factory, as we can see here, the Bonzai RC version is mainly made up of plastic. Now here's a top view, guys. As you can see, the track is wider on the WLtoys 144001. They do tend to have a bit of toe out from out of the box, but even if you did correct that straight, the actual track of the actual buggies are, very different, with the Bonzai one being narrower. We can also see the difference in the shock towers with the Bonzai RC one being in plastic. It is thicker, but the WLtoys is all aluminum. Looking at the shocks here, obviously we got oil-filled shocks on the WLtoys. As you can see, very firm landing there compared to the friction shocks, which are not oil-filled. They're just plastic-bodied shocks. The springs are pretty firm, but as you can see, there is still a bit of bounce there on these particular shockies. Now here on the rear view, you're going to see it even more so. The WLtoys, when I lift it up to a certain height, you can see it sticks the landing pretty good. While the Bonzai RC, even though it's got firm springs on the back, it does tend to bounce quite a bit on the rear there. Now I'll slow that down a bit and you'll see it even more so. Sticks the landing really nicely on the WLtoys. We move back over to the 141600 from Bonzai RC, and I'll lift it up from the wing at the same height, and you'll see here in slow motion that it does bounce a couple of times before it settles down there. Okay, onto the body shells. What I do like is that the Bonzai RC Jabatus buggy has three different styles of body shells. I really do like this green one, very bright green, and the bright orange, as you can see, that's coming up right now. Really nice colors here that you can choose from. Now, Bonzai RC did send me this review sample to feature on the channel a couple of days ago. I'm not too sure if you're going to get that if you order off Banggood or AliExpress. You're just going to get the one shell. Okay, now a quick look at the front end here with the steering linkages, guys. WLtoys are really known for the adjustability on both the toe and cam bar there. As you can see, even though the Bonzai RC has what looks like an adjustable one, it is not. And on the front here, you can see the plastic one is definitely not adjustable at all. Tires, both pretty soft compound. The Bonzai RC one does not have any foam at all, guys. It's just air filled or what have you. So okay, now on the electronic side of things, the WLtoys has a 60 amp 2S rated ESC with a heatsink alongside a rather large 550 motor. Metal dog bones on the rear, as well as adjustable toe out and in for the rear. When you look at the Bonzai RC, it is just a plastic linkage there, so no adjustability at all. But they do, however, have metal diff cups and dog bones. On the Bonzai RC one, we have the Bonzai branded 390 motor coupled to a 35 amp all-in-one ESC. And the plugs they use is a Tamiya mini plug, not a Dean's. So batteries are not going to be that common. Quick look at the wheels and tires here, guys. As you can see, the diameter is a little bit bigger on the Bonzai RC 141600. I do, however, like the 12-spoke design on the Bonzai one compared to the very plain disc shape on the WLtoys. So not a bad looking wheel, but once again, it is not foam filled. Onto the batteries here, we do get the standard WLtoys 2S 1500 milliamp hour LiPo, whereas Bonzai RC are providing a 1500 milliamp hour lithium ion pack. That's what I actually got from Bonzai RC themselves, but on Banggood, I know they are listing a 850 milliamp hour lithium ion. So I don't know what you're going to get from Banggood, where you're going to get a 1500 or 850. Onto the transmitters here, guys. They're pretty much identical. The only difference is the WLtoys has a little grab handle there, which actually you can expose the antenna. Switch on the back there, guys, for the on and off, and we've got the steering trim and throttle trim dual rate. As you can see, exactly the same on the Bonzai RC transmitter, same switch design. There is a bind button there, and we have the same steering trim and throttle trim. Exactly the same otherwise, guys, in design. They both take 4 AA batteries. Now, looking at the servo here, okay, the WLtoys is very responsive, as you can see here, whether I turn quickly or full lock slowly, whereas the Bonzai RC, you know, when I go left and right quickly, doesn't even do full lock, and there is quite a bit of a delay there, guys. It is rated as a 3.5 kilogram servo. So once again, WLtoys, really snappy, really quick and responsive, as you can see on the steering wheel, whereas the Bonzai RC, once again, very slow in comparison. There is a bit of a delay there for lock to lock. Now, WLtoys are now including 12mm aluminium hexes with all their cars now, which is good to see. Bit of an upgrade there compared to the plastic 12mm hexes, which the Bonzai RC does use on this particular model as well, which is pretty common. Now, we've got the aluminium shock bodies, oil-filled shocks on the 144001, which most of us know already anyway, since it's been out a couple of years. And, you know, in comparison, you're just going to get friction shocks once again on the Bonzai RC model. Now, I did take one of these off, which you can see here, just to see if the top cap will actually unscrew, to see if you could put oil in them. And they are totally sealed, guys. You cannot put any oil in these. They are all plastic bodied, as you can see. And just, yeah, spring loaded. That's all we're going to get with this particular shock. As you can see, it's fully sealed. You're not going to get any oil in there at all. I'm trying to twist the cap here, and there is no cap to twist. I'm just turning the actual adjustment preload ring on the actual shock itself. So there you go, guys. If you want to upgrade to oil-filled shocks, you're going to have to on this particular model. Now, let's compare the chassis plates on both these buggies. As you can see here, we all know that the WLtoys has an all-aluminum chassis plate. They do use Phillips screws, and on the Bonzai RC 141600, it is all plastic. But I do like how they have used not Phillips heads, but they got hex screws instead. What did surprise me is that this buggy does have the tabs for droop screws, so that is good to see, much like the 144001. And there it is side by side, guys. Alright, guys, well, that will be my conclusion from comparing the 141600 from Bonzai to the 144001 from WLtoys. Very popular buggy. Now, don't get me wrong, this video is not to bash the Bonzai RC buggy that's just been released. I just thought it was important to compare these two, because there's going to be a lot of videos on this one, guys. There is a couple out already that are going to, you know, hype up this car just to make a bunch of sales. And you know, I just think it's important to compare these two to give you guys an informed decision of what's better value. Now, you know, I think the Bonzai one here, it has to be lowered in price significantly for what you're getting. Yes, it does have a place in the market as a beginner's buggy, no doubt about that. It does perform well, like, you know, for what it is. It's a 390 powered brushed motor. It does handle pretty well also, but you know, the price is just too close, guys. They're too close at the moment. The main thing that is concerning about the Bonzai is, for me anyway, and it should be for you guys as well, is there's no parts availability, and I was really disappointed when I done a quick search on that. I checked on Banggood, they've only got the 2 sale listings there. As you can see, that's all they've got is these 2 sale listings. One's more expensive than the other. I'm guessing the $119 one is the 1 battery version, possibly with the 850 as they claim on the online specs there. And you know, you're going to get 2 batteries for $140 Australian, guys. Now, you know, I picked this one up for $98, guys, the WLtoys on eBay. So that's a significant price increase. You know, I mean, it's just a no-brainer. I'm going to buy this one for under $100 compared to either $128 or $119 rather, and $139 for an extra battery with the Bonzai. So, you know, guys, yeah, it's got its place in the market, but I think it really does have to drop in price from what it sits at now. I think it's around around just under $90 US. I think if it was priced at around 70 US, yeah, it would be more suitable. Because you're going to get, a lot of guys are going to compare this with the 144001 as far as, you know, it's going to be a competitor in that. I honestly can't see how it's a competitor with the 144001. Yes, I'm comparing it in this video because it is basically a 1/14 scale as well. Now, you know, performance-wise out of the box, guys, the WLtoys has always claimed 60 k's an hour on the 2S battery provided. When I did test this one out, not this particular one, but when I did test out the 144001 back in November 2019, I'd done a speed test on it. I did get 57.5, I think, k's an hour out of the box off the 1500 milliamp hour battery that comes with it, which was shown on this new one that I bought. And I ended up getting 83 kilometers an hour on 3S back then. Now the ESCs were different on the Series 1 version, not so much. You wouldn't want to put a 3S in this Series 3 ESC. You know, and recently, the other day, I tested out the top speed of the Jabatus buggy here from Bonzai RC. They do claim 40 k's an hour on the box. I couldn't get that. I got 31 kilometers an hour on the standard 1500 milliamp hour battery that is provided. Then I put a 2S LiPo in it. It was a 45C rated LiPo, and I ended up getting 36 kilometers an hour out the box. So once again, you know, straight out of the box, you're going to get much better performance and speed out of the WLtoys 144001 compared to the Jabatus buggy here from Bonzai RC, the 141600. So as you can see, the price is just too close, guys. Better value, hands down, is still the WLtoys 144001. Okay, guys. If they lower the price of this as a beginner's RC, yeah, go for this one, I guess, if you're on a budget. But right now, with no parts availability and the price being at where it's sitting at the moment, as a beginner's budget RC, for overall, I'd definitely go for the WLtoys still. Alright guys, well, thanks very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. I sure do appreciate it. And stay tuned, there'll be more videos on the Bonzai RC. What I'm going to do next is do a brushless conversion, see how fast we can get this going on a budget setup, just for a bit of fun. And yeah, they'll be in the next upcoming video on the Bonzai Jabatus 141600. Alright guys, have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next video. Until then, happy RCing.